All right, we good? Mic check. We better be good because this is an important video that we got for you guys today. Because listen, I'm going to be talking about something that hits home for me, right? I'm going to be talking about how I went from making between $50,000 to $100,000 a year to making over multiple seven figures a year from day trading. And I think that this whole journey for me has just been a lot of ups and downs, and there's a lot of things that I wish I knew earlier. Okay, so I'm going to give that to you guys in this video, so make sure you stay till the end of this video because I do got a special little surprise for you guys who want to learn more about trading and how to build your wealth through the stock market. I got a little surprise for you guys, so stay through for the end of the video for that. But with that being said, I'm going to give you guys the rundown, a multi-step process on how you're going to go from $50,000 to $100,000 a year in income to multiple seven figures a year through the stock market and investing your money. So first thing you're going to do, guys, if you're somebody that's making anywhere between $50,000 to $100,000 a year, right? You have income, you've already started making money. So at $50,000 to $100,000 a year, the problem is after expenses, what you're spending $2,000 to $3,000 a month on rent, you got food, car payment, you're probably, left with like nothing at the end of the year, right? And there's a lot of you guys that can probably relate to this that make $100,000 a year, but at the end of it, there's nothing left, right? And this was me for some time, right? I was in sales after I was working at a grocery store. At the grocery store, I was maybe making $20,000 to $30,000 a year. So that's nothing, but that was in high school. But once I got into sales, I was making about $60,000 to $75,000 a year. And I was able to take that income and invest it correctly into the stock market to be able to help me not only build generational wealth, but also learn the skill of trading, which was able to actually take over my previous income that was about $75,000 a year so I could go all in on trading. And obviously it takes time to get there. You're not just going to be able to go all in on trading in your first year or maybe even 2 years. It may take some time, and especially if you're making $100,000 a year, you don't want to give up that income because that's really good income, and that's going to be the fuel that's actually going to be allowing you to make wealth in the stock market. So at this point, right, you're making $100,000 a year, but you're not really saving much money. So it's a problem, right? You're realizing that you're not saving that much money. So what you need to start doing is setting aside a percentage of your income that you're going to dedicate to one, investing, learning new skills, but also just have more cash flow to be able to take risk, right? If we don't really have cash flow to take risk, it's going to be a problem. So these are going to be the first steps that you're going to need to take in order to actually realize that the income that we're making right now is not going to take us where we want to be, right? At $100,000 a year, that's amazing, but let's really think about how long it's going to take us to get to $1 million. If we just save even 50% of that per year, it's going to take 20 years to become a millionaire. And that's after taxes and everything. You're probably not even going to be saving that much money, right? So that's going to be the first thing, is saving 10 to 20% minimum of our income so we can actually invest this money. I say 30 to 40% of your income should be saved and invested into not only the stock market, growth assets like crypto and obviously stocks, but for me, mainly stocks and crypto are going to be where a majority of my assets and a majority of my wealth lies. And that should be the same for you. A lot of people find themselves just continuing to spend money on random bullshit, going and buying, stupid clothes that they don't need. Hey, look, I'm the same way. I go and buy crazy things and I enjoy nice things, but I did these things after I invested my money correctly and I used the money that investment paid me to buy these things, right? And that's the mindset shift that has to happen for a lot of people that are making anywhere between $50,000 to $100,000 a year to really get to the next level. So you're investing a majority of your money into stocks and crypto and letting that money work for you, opposed to doing it in the opposite with depreciating assets like cars, like clothes, like expensive dinners, like things that you really do not need, and things that are honestly just probably making you feel like you're richer or than you really are. Where if I would have spent that money on investing more, I would probably be closer to 8 figures now in 2025 than I am now. But I'm not relying on anybody, time, location, freedom, everything, right? I live an amazing life, beautiful people in my life and beautiful people in my circle. And the truth is that's because of trade. You guys need to stop spending every single dollar that you make on stupid, useless items. So the main priority of this video is for you to understand that you need to set aside 10 to 20 to 30 to 50% of your income and invest into stocks. I'll probably do another video on the specific stocks and the specific investments that you should be investing in. But this is kind of going to be the main framework for that. When it comes to the main stocks that I'm investing in and the main things that I'm actually putting my money in, and honestly, we can probably just throw this in the video. For me, and these are just sectors and places where I'm putting my money, and just to give you guys an idea as well, where are people, right? A majority of the people that you see day to day, where are they putting their money? They're buying iPhones, right? They're buying Tesla cars, right? They're buying computers that have chips in them that are made by Nvidia, chips that are made by AMD. Right? They're buying things on Amazon, right? They're buying a lot of things on Amazon. They're on Instagram, they're on Meta all day. I need you guys to start thinking like this, right? Because that's where you need to be investing your money, into these companies that everybody is putting all their consumption into. You want to be essentially on that train ride, investing into these companies that will be able to help you see results, right? Help you be able to grow your money at the same rate that these companies are growing at. So at the end of the day, if your money is just sitting in your bank account, it's literally dying and it's losing value every single day. Our goal and what we want to do and help you guys with, right, within our program and in the mentorship, is take the money that you're making and have that money work for you, so you're not going to be working until you're dead. And that's just the truth, because at the current rate that you're going and that most people are going, they're going to continue to work their 9-to-5 job, save $1,000 to $2,000 of their paycheck, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, right? And there's not room for growth. There's no room for building real wealth. And that's a major problem in today's society. And that's why a lot of people continue to stay broke, live paycheck to paycheck, because they spend every dollar they make, they don't save anything, and they do not have a high income skill like day trading for them to make real income. Okay, so that's going to be today's video. Like I said, stay tuned to the end of the video, because I am going to be dropping a gem for those that want some free games, some free sauce, and some free value. Hit the link below, join the free Discord. I'm hosting a class every single Sunday for free for all of you guys to join for free, completely free. Me and the team every single Sunday, going over my stock picks, my plays, my analysis, everything I'm looking for every single Sunday. Just hit the link below, and we'll send you everything to get in that free Discord. But listen, guys, I when I say these things, I really mean them, because they truthfully changed my life. I went from making 50 to 100K a year, and because I invested into the stock market, I learned a high income skill, and I learned how to build my wealth. I was able to completely change my life and make multiple 7 figures, and on my way to 8 figures, inshallah, before I'm 25. So that's today's video, and I mean, we'll pretty much see you guys in the next one. Appreciate y'all.